Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Blue Monkey Studios. I am your host, the host. If you know my name, you know my name. We're going to continue working on this piece. I'm hoping to get this done in this video. All we're really going to worry about is the background. It's going to be real basic, one color. You saw me last time tape this top piece. The reason why, if you hadn't noticed, is the antennae goes past that border. And now that those have been painted, we're going to do everything else around it. So, thinking about what I want to do for the background, I think in the original movie, the background was kind of a beige color because it was a wall and TV was mounted to the wall in a, I guess like a, I want to say a den, but some kind of local or central congregation area for the crazy people. And beige is just going to be too plain. We've already got some flat gray here. It's not going to really make it pop. And before, when I was working on Freddy's skin, I have like these really light green spots. And so when I think of horror movies, they have that, especially in the 90s, they had that kind of greenish filter over to make it look grungy and dirty and nasty. Not just horror films, you know, thrillers like Seven. They had that weird filter over the film. So I'm thinking some kind of green. So what I'm going to work next on right now is getting my color. And so yeah, once I get that, I'll start laying it down. And I was also thinking about maybe doing like this gradient red around the border, kind of like when your health is getting low in a video game and it's pulsing red saying, hey, you're gonna die soon. Kind of works, right? But the problem with that is if I don't get the right tone of color, it's gonna look like Christmas. Don't really want that either. I still have some blood color I did for this stuff left over, and it might help. We'll see. But I'm going to start with the green and then make the decision if to add the red on the outside or not. So that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to put this off to the side for a little bit and just worry about color. Slide this over. So I've already put water in the colors earlier because I thought I was recording, and it turned out I was not recording. This is a really bright green. However, down in this area, I've kind of mixed some blue and green together from earlier. This is a little bit more Christmassy than what I would want, but should gunk this up pretty good. And use some blue. So this color right here is actually more of an orange, kind of a gold color, but there's been green mixed in here. And that's kind of what I want, but I just need to make a fair amount of it. It just looks like, you know, vomit. Maybe we'll do two shades of green so it doesn't look flat when we paint it on. see what a little bit of... I sound like Bob Ross. This is so weird. That's very Christmassy. That's how that looks. Yeah. Now we're back to too Christmassy. All right, I think I got my colors down. Back over. Now you may be wondering, what did I just see happen? Honestly, it's just experimentation. It's really kind of hard to explain unless you're a real art teacher and you can, you know, you got a degree in art and in teaching. But I don't have those. I just do it and hope for the best. So I'm gonna take a different brush. I really like this brush. It's one of my favorites, especially when to color with. However, it's either too big for the finer stuff or too small for the bigger. Whoop, I don't want to start with that. Dang it. All right. And I have told y'all this before, this is not watercolor paper. So you can tell it rocking back and forth, that's because it is warped. And once I am done with this piece, I will put it under a bunch of heavy books and flatten it out. And more than likely I'm going to go over this probably a second time to darken things up. But for right now, we're just going to worry about the first base coat. just gonna kind of spatter some of this green around as if it's kind of reflecting or refracting or whatever the word is. All right, base coat is on. We will let this dry and see what we get. Maybe we'll put another coat on. Maybe this is fine. We'll see. So I'll be back. All right, now we're back. Finally got it dry. Wipe things off a little bit, and we are definitely going to go over this a second time. Went ahead and already mixed some more of my puke green. So one thing that's frustrating about watercolor is your brushes. They like to shed for some weird reason. Maybe because it's just a really cheap brush. Artist Loft. I will never get a sponsor from Michaels. Oh well. Yeah. It's turning out better. I really don't think I'm going to do red. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. So I'm going to let this next coat dry, and I'm going to come back and work on this spark. Sorry for the interruption. Had to give my wife her shot. Alright, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to work on this spark. And I might do that now since it's still wet. But I also want to add, probably touch up this green wire. And add blue wire in there as well. Maybe even touch up the red. And after that is finished, let everything dry nice and well, and I'm going to come back with colored pencils and just do some noodling and detail work. Use a light green to kind of hit highlights, stuff like that. And once that is done, this will be officially finished. So let's go ahead and work on that spark. See what we can screw up. It's not too shabby. I don't want to do any more than that. I'll use my pencils, colored pencils, to kind of make that pop a little bit. Yeah, so what? Touch that up. And yeah, I think I am okay with this for the time being. Of course, now I'm going to go in here and do stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. Where am I? Holy moly. So now I'm noodling. See, this is what happens. You're like, oh, I think I'm done for now. And then you're not. It's not a bad thing. It's not frustrating. It just means getting into the groove, inspired, if you will. Almost out of these colors I mixed, so I am going to have to stop soon. But I'll basically use them up and wait for this to dry. All right, cool. See you in a bit. So that's it for this episode. This thing is nice and dry. The next step, like I said, was going to be color pencils. Excuse me. So that'll be the next video coming up. Should be a lot shorter than, well, I say it should be a lot shorter than this video was, but you never know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate your diligence and sticking with me this far. This is, like I said, one of the longest videos I've done so far. And let me know if you like this longer format or if I should keep it short. You know, any suggestions, please let me know. I would really like to know. I like to hear your feedback. And yeah, so the last little bit I'm going to do is just take the tape off. But other than that, that's it. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, comment below. That helps get this channel out to other people. And I will see you next time.